Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Pablo Salazar. Thank you.
It's not about money. You can, of course, quantify the millions of dollars the Japanese fund has invested in Latin America and the Caribbean. But it's not about that. It's about people. It's about bringing Japanese culture to the world. And what does that mean exactly? Sushi and karate? Bonsais? Of course, I love all of those, especially chutoro sashimi. But no, it's about their values, discipline and respect. When you practice discipline and respect on a daily basis, everything you do becomes ritual. Even simple stuff like serving tea or writing, it all acquires a special kind of dignity. It's actually quite beautiful. And that's what Japanese international cooperation does. It brings dignity to the world by teaching discipline and respect for the stuff we do every day. To people like me. 12 years ago, I had the amazing privilege of studying in Japan thanks to a JICA scholarship. So I learned a little bit about this. I still have a lot to learn, especially on the discipline side. But I can tell you for a fact that that experience shaped my career, and still today, it has a very great influence in my life. I very specifically studied social development of people with disabilities through sports. And oh boy, it's been a heck of a ride. It's been a heck of a ride, I tell you. I went to be chef de mission for the Beijing 2008 Paralympic Games. Then again in London, 2012. For the Rio 2016 cycle, I was elected to be president of the Colombian Paralympic Committee. To give you some perspective, in Beijing, we only had 12 athletes. 8 years later, in Rio, we had 46 athletes and won 17 medals. It's exponential. And don't get me wrong, I'm not here to brag about myself. Of course, I'm very proud of all of this. But it's not about me. It's about people. It's about passing on this culture of respect and discipline to those 46 kids and making them understand that this will guarantee they achieve their full potential. This will give them dignity. Do you know how powerful it is to give dignity to one person? How about 46? Well, when these kids came back home, they were received like rock stars. They were in the front page of all the newspapers, and they were paraded around town on a fire truck. So it's not about one person or 46. It's an entire country shifting its mindset, changing its heroes. It's the fractal power of dignity. It's evolution. The Japanese people have forged this culture through millennia. And this is what has kept them strong even through the most difficult challenges. And they have had plenty of those. But they have held their values. They have made them ritual. How generous is it that now they're sharing that very essence of their identity throughout the world? Right now, the Japanese fund is developing Paralympic sports in the region. Right now, we have operations. We have projects. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence that I was lucky enough to come here at the bank and work in the projects I'm most passionate about, Paralympic sports. But when I knew it was the Japanese fund behind this, I knew it was no coincidence. It's the result of discipline and respect through time. There's a narrative here. There's a coherence. For me, it's the closing of a ritual. It started 12 years ago when I studied in Japan. And now I get to bring this message of dignity to the region through my work in the bank. I get to share this powerful knowledge, and I get to say thank you. How cool is that? Through these operations, the Japanese fund is making sure that Latin America partake in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games because they know of the power of transformation that this will have. And we get to work on this. And have no doubt about it, they will be the greatest games the world have ever seen. The Japanese know very well how to throw a party. and its legacy, beyond medals and records, will be the loudest shout for inclusion ever heard. Beyond budgets and stadiums, it's about people. Thank you very much. Domo arigato gozaimasu.